What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of some Countdown to Xbox One. I am TheLMNOsteve. When we last left off, well, we are building this area thing over here, over here, and as you can see, I have done a lot of work since we last left off. Not nearly as much as I wanted to do, but I got pulled away. Oh my gosh, it's been a crazy couple of days. Let me just go over a couple things I've done, but first, I'm going to build myself a couple of signs so we can put them up on the thingamabopper, on the wall of signs. That's 3. That's what I thought. Yeah, it's been a crazy couple days, and I'm really sorry about not having a video up yesterday. I really was planning on it. Anyway, I'll get into that in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get these signs up here. As you can see, I did some work here. I got some of the signs up. Actually, I did all the ones until I ran out of signs, which would be at, obviously, number 34. But let me go ahead and put down, let's see, this will be 43 was yesterday. And 44 will be today. Let's see. And let's just go ahead and put this one up here for 35 because I've got it. Might as well get rid of it out of my inventory. Yeah, so I ran out of signs, and that's what I did. So I worked on this. Obviously, this took too long. I mean, you just saw how long it took. And the thing was, I was trying to get used to doing it, and so I kept on screwing up on these first few, and I was like, dang it, stop it, dang it. So I ended up doing like over a couple of different times, but anyway, just crazy stuff. But yeah, so we're almost halfway full on this this sign here, well, this wall. And then that'll be day 45 tomorrow, so that would be halfway. And then we're almost there to the next wall, which is awesome. Alright, so as you can see, I added this part. I expanded it out enough. And yes, I did what I wanted to do here. There may be a couple more changes I'm going to do. I will do some changing today. This is going to end up being a garden of some sort. I don't know if I might turn it into my, like, my garden of some sort. We'll also put a garden up here so that when you can look out over these windows and see the garden there, like just some flowers and stuff. That's it when I say garden. I think I already moved that out in the video, last episode. Let's see what else. Oh, this was added. So what I was doing here is what you're gonna see. So okay, so let me go out on the other side. I actually have not seen it from this other side. I should have gone out the other way. What am I doing? So we're gonna go out over here, and I don't know what it looks like because I haven't looked at it, but I know what I want to do. I could have done like a like an angular, roof or angled down, but I figured it would be better to basically do it like this, and then basically have a roof. Whoops. Basically have a roof right here. Start the roof here, and then what's gonna happen is I'll have I'll square that off, and then have like a little window in there, so that you can, from the top of the roof, you can see out over this portion of the building. So yes, I worked on that. I was gonna do a whole lot more, but in order to do all this stuff, I had to get wood, and I got so much wood. Okay, if you look over there, if you can't tell, there's a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean talking like a lot of trees missing. I spent probably 45 minutes just chopping down trees, and they were coming out. Let's see. Yeah, so I think, yes, our line like ended over here somewhere, so they were coming out all the way out to here, right? And this is completely filled with trees. And I was going to do every single, I got the big trees and everything. I was going to do every single one of these oak trees and get rid of every single one in this little patch of woods. And then I got back, looking back here, I was like, oh gosh, that's a lot of oak trees. So I stopped. I have not replanted anything, as you can probably tell. But anyway, that is that. So I ended up getting like 5.5 stacks of wood, which was amazing. I'm kind of sitting far back from my microphone. I'm sorry. I need to get a less squeaky chair. So yes, I did this, but I was going to keep on working. I was going to get all these roofs done. I was going to get everything done, but then I had to go, and this is the start of my craziness. I had to go and babysit. Oh, I guess I did this too. Yay, we did this. So what I want to do here, I'll continue talking about my stuff here in a second. What I want to do here is I want to add like all glass here, and I kind of want to add. Okay, so I kind of wanted like a porch type deal where you walk out on the porch, but then I was like, okay, well, what if I wanted to change something and didn't want to make this just a square room, right? So that's why I kind of did it like this instead. And I may still add like a wraparound porch type deal here, so it still looks over everything. Not sure, not 100% sure, but I'm gonna go make another axe. I'm gonna get those. I think I used up my axe. Oh yeah, this is a whole thing of wood that I'm turning into charcoal, which is awesome. I'll show you how much wood I have left. I've used a lot of it, but there's 3 stacks left in there, plus what I've got on me, so a half a stack. So that just tells you how much wood I actually did collect, plus the whole stack of wood that I stuck in there, and then the wood I used to make everything else, which was at least another stack. So, alright, so crazy day, crazy day, crazy day. So what happened was, oh, by the way, here, I might change this as well, but what I did was I ended up using the stairs on this, dang it, oh, hang on, I can make this parkour jump. Woo! I ended up using stairs up there for the roof to make it like more of a roof type deal. Where yet in here it still looks like it's a, just regular old blocks up there. So anyway, that's something I did. I took down all those stairs here as well. That's why I have so many stairs, because I had them all lined up around there, the upside down stairs. And of course, there's stairs all through here. And I don't think those are stairs there, but I might change them to stairs. So anyway, all right, just a few more seconds and it's nighttime. Oh yeah, we need to make like an actual bedroom. Now that I think about that, I was sitting there thinking, what am I gonna do with all these rooms? What am I gonna turn them into? Bedrooms, duh. So maybe that room right back there that I just made will be my bedroom. That makes sense, right? I'm thinking about expanding this wall out just because it doesn't match with that wall anymore. And so taking this back out, I don't necessarily need to take both walls out. I may just take this one back, but it might look really weird. And the thing is, the only reason I didn't do it, other than the fact that I had to go and messed up all my time, is the fact that they actually messed up the roof as well. So, got to deal with that. Anyway. Okay. What was I saying? All right. So crazy day, crazy day. So I'm sitting here working on this. I worked on this for about an hour and a half, something like that. And what was I going to be doing? Oh yes, I wanted to make an axe. I worked on this for about an hour and a half, and when I was working on it, I had a lot. I mean, I was going to be doing a bunch of stuff, and I knew it. I don't know. What am I trying to say? So, and I was like, okay, I got like an hour to go, and then we got asked to babysit, so I didn't have that hour like I thought I did. Basically, we had some friends that went to a party, and they asked us if we could babysit their kids, and they've babysat TheLMNOSteve a bunch of times for free. In fact, when TheLMNOSteve, when she went back to, she had to go. Okay, so we had little C, right? She had little C, and she stayed home for 12 weeks on maternity leave. If you guys know anything about that, basically maternity leave is when a mother has a baby, then she gets to get off of work for a period of time, however long that period is. So anyway, she went on maternity leave, and during that maternity leave, it was I knew there was 2. See, it's kind of messed up here, but I still put this here because even though it's like, I was gonna have these pillars down here, and they kind of hit into the ground a little bit early, but that's okay. Anyway, she went on maternity leave for 12 weeks, and then while she was on maternity leave, she had this friend that we babysat for last night. After her maternity leave, excuse me, let me finish the story. She had to go back to work for 4 weeks before she could, 4-week notice. She had a month notice or whatever. So she had to give a 4-week notice, or 30-day notice is what it was. A 30-day notice before she could quit work. And so she worked her 30-day notice, and while she was working those 30 days, she had this particular friend that we babysat for last night take care of little C during the day while she was at work and while I was at work. So, and they didn't charge us a single dime for it, which was just absolutely amazing. And so that's why if they ask us to babysit for them, we can't really say no. Not that they have great kids, so we don't really want to say no. But ultimately, they asked us to babysit for them. Okay, that's the story. And so she said, "Oh, we gotta go now." I was like, "Dang it, I'm not done working on this mess." So so I had to stop working on this. And let's just put one little, even though I'm gonna have all stuff there, I'm gonna go ahead and put windows right here. Dang it. I'm gonna go ahead and put the windows here, even though that's gonna be all window over there, like pure window right here. And well, I guess, give me that thing. Where'd it go? It was right here. There it is. I don't know why I care so much. I guess it's because wood is very precious to me because I have to freaking do it with a pickaxe. Which you can see my pickaxe is down a little bit. Luckily I have unbreaking on there, so it's lasting a good long time. Okay, so we kind of owe them, right? And so we took care of their kids. They have 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy, all under the age of 5, and plus LMNOsteve. And we expect to be babysitting for 2-3 hours, something like that. 6 hours later, we finally got home, and so that was amazing. And when I say amazing, I mean not amazing. Geez, I don't want to do it because, like I said, it'll mess up the roof, and I just don't want to do that right now. So, yeah, that was an interesting situation that we had to go through there to get that taken care of. Let's see, how do we want to do this? I guess we can stick. I don't know if I need to stick the wood here to finish it off or not. I do know this. I do want to put windows. That piece of wood just disappeared, didn't it? Let's see. And we'll do it here as well. And yeah, that's good enough. Yes, perfect. So yeah, that was I mean, like, it was ridiculous how late we were there. We didn't get home until about like 11:45, and at that point, I hadn't recorded yet because I was working on this. I was going to record afterwards, and when I found out we had to leave, I was like, dang it, I can't record. So, needless to say, I was too tired to record, so I didn't record on yesterday, whatever night that was, Sunday night. Sorry about that. That's why there wasn't a video on Monday. So that happened, and then today, what happened today? Oh my gosh, both my cars decide they didn't want to work again at the same time today. It's battery issues on both of some sort. Mine's actually a battery cable. Got a new battery in mine already. It's a battery cable. Hers, I think it just needs a new battery, maybe. I don't know. Her car. Anyway, and I don't know. It's a pain in the butt. It's one thing for them, one to go out and then another one to go out. Sometime later. It's another thing for them both to go at the same time. Oh, it's awful. It messes everybody up. Everybody in my family, because that makes me steal my parents' cars, and they know it. They know I'm stealing them, and and therefore it makes it so they can't do what they want to do, and it just messes everything up. But anyway, Kizzle. So I've been working on the cars all day today, and I'm actually not going to even be able to go to work tomorrow because of it, I don't think. Or like I'll have to go like a partial day, but luckily I can work from home and at least get credit for that, and that'll be good. But yeah, it's just been wild and crazy days. But speaking of wild and crazy stuff, holy cow, Mineorama. I cannot believe it. If you guys don't know what Mineorama is, basically a independent group of people. Hey, what are you doing spawning down here? An independent group of people decided to throw their own Minecraft convention, right? It was announced either before or shortly after Minecon, and I think they were talking about it at Minecon, but it wasn't like Mojang was talking about it. It was just these people were, I'm also thinking about doing is putting glass here. So if I put the garden down there, you'll have like a glass here so you can look down into the garden, which would be kind of neat. So that's going to be something we do here. So Mineorama. Okay, so it's basically a Minecraft convention, and it was one of those things that's like, no, nobody's going to go to that. And either that's exactly what happened. I mean, a lot of YouTubers are setting up to go. And basically, okay, here's the story. Yesterday for you guys, all of a sudden it got out like, hey, is Mineorama canceled? And they wouldn't answer. And then all of a sudden people started getting they saw that on the website. I don't know who originally found it, but they saw on the website it was going to be in New York City at Pier 92, 94, something like that. Anyway, all of a sudden somebody on the website looked at that Pier 92, 94 website and saw that Mineorama was no longer on there. And they're like, wait a second, why is it not showing anymore? And then they were sitting there thinking, they're like, okay, can you guys clarify? I mean, what's going on? Is Mineorama canceled? And then all of a sudden people started getting emails from hotels saying, I hear your event has been canceled. Are you planning on staying, or do you need to cancel your reservation? So that's when it was like, okay, well, it's legitimately canceled. And Mineorama at this point has not made any announcement saying it was canceled or postponed, or they're saying, last I heard, was postponed. I have not looked into it in the last few hours because busy stuff happened today as well, and I didn't go into. We had an infant child CPR class that we had to go to. Anyway, so yeah, then you know, last I heard they hadn't responded yet. But ultimately, what happens is that these people have sat there. I almost did today when people were talking about. I almost purchased a ticket. I almost did, and a plane flight to New York. Okay, so a ticket to Mineorama is $150. Okay, a flight to New York from where I'm at is anywhere from the lowest, absolute cheapest price I saw was $180, and that was like, for some reason, half the price as everything else. So I'm not exactly sure what that was all about, and it may not even have been a legitimate price. But ultimately, let's just go ahead and say a $300 flight, right? $300, because that's what everything else was, $300 and above. $300 flight, $150 ticket, plus New York is like one of the most expensive places to stay. So you're talking about hotels, which would have been $200-300 a night to go. We're talking about 2 nights worth of you know, travel and stuff, or of staying there. All that, all in all, we're talking $1,000, you know, plus food, everything, probably $1,000 trip. You know, you could $750 to $1,000 trip, and all of a sudden they just go out and cancel it. And the Mineorama, here's the thing: today, what's today? Today for you guys is Tuesday. So they on Monday is the day they canceled it, and for Saturday, this Saturday is the first day of it. So they canceled it less than a week from when it was scheduled. Absolutely ridiculous. And last I heard, no explanation. Now I haven't checked anything in the last couple hours because of the fact that I have not had a chance to. I have infant CPR class, like I just talked about. Plus 24 came on the night, and we had to watch that as a family. It's our family thing we do. And I think there's only one more week, which kind of stinks. But anyway, the point is ridiculous. Just absolutely. I mean, here's the thing: is flights and hotels, you can cancel them. Usually, sometimes, not always, you can cancel your stuff, your reservations, and get either all your money back or maybe just partial money back. A lot of times it's only partial that you can get back. You can't get your full refund. So they're sitting there, especially less than a week away. So they're sitting there canceling an event less than a week away. People are not going to be able to get their money back. Now they may be able to get their ticket money back, maybe. But if they're sitting there saying they were just postponing it, they may not, may not give any money back on the tickets because it's just postponed. It's not actually canceled. So, absolutely ridiculous. They're totally screwing over people. Now here's the thing: if it's some sort of legal issue, if there's some legal repercussions caused, the reason, and Mojang said, hey, you cannot throw this event because, which they would never say. They may say. But I doubt they would have said that because they're all about the community. At least they have been in the past. Recent events may have changed everything. I don't know. But they're about their community, right? The whole server thing is what I'm talking about right now. And so I doubt they said no, you can't do it. But the only reason I could sit there and say that they should have legitimately canceled the event is if there was some sort of legal issue. If it was because of a funding issue, that needs to come out of somebody's pocket. Whoever came up with the idea needs to take it out of their own daggone pocket and still have the stinking event. Because we're talking thousands of dollars potentially out of individuals' pockets that they're sitting there thinking, oh, it's only $150. No, thousands of dollars. Depending on, like I just told you, if for me to go, that's just for me to go, it would be a $1,000 trip. For me and my wife to go, it would be, double, well, maybe not double, but at least $1,500 for the two of us to go. Because it's New York, so she's never been, well, she's been in New York, but she's never been in New York City. And so she would want to go. I know she would. I mean, and I would want to take her, right? Not to mention cost of babysitters and all that stuff, which my babysitters are my parents, so they wouldn't charge us anything. But ridiculous the fact that they just daggone went up and canceled this event less than a week, before it. And again, if it was a legal issue, I understand they had really no choice, right? But if it was just because of a funding issue, oh man, they're just the scum of the earth, to be honest with you. I don't care if it's, $10,000 out of somebody's pocket. It should be $10,000 out of their pocket because it's just absolutely ridiculous that this has happened. And thankfully, YouTubers are like, you know what? We're gonna be there anyway, guys. If you can't get refunds, just come on. We'll have meetups. I'm so happy that YouTubers were, there's certain ones that have done that. It was very, very kind of them to do that. And it'd actually probably be an extremely fun trip for, you know, anybody who wants to really get it personal, you know, with the YouTubers, because of the fact that that you're gonna get a lot of one-on-one time with YouTubers, and you know, you can go party with the YouTubers. So that would be really awesome. But all in all, it's just a whole piece of junk situation. And I really feel bad for the individuals who bought tickets. And like I said, I looked up today before this whole all came out and almost bought tickets to it, because I'm sitting there thinking, you know what, I should really go to that. And it's better. This is my thought process. Well, I'm not gonna go to Minecon because that's $2,500 to get me there for me and my wife to get on a plane to fly to London, assuming that's where it's at. A little birdie told me that a little birdie told him that it's gonna be in London. I don't know who the little birdie is that the little birdie was told from, so I don't know how legitimate the source is, but I do know there's connections to Dinnerbone in there somewhere. So that being said, I can believe my source a little bit. I mean, I can believe my source. I can sit there and think, okay, he's probably hey, you just ate. He has a possibility of being correct. So I trust my source. I don't necessarily trust his source, unless his source is Dinnerbone, and then I can trust him a little bit. But anyway, all that being said, ridiculous. Okay, my point was that, okay, I was sitting there thinking about going because Minecon, I won't be going to Minecon. So I was like, hey, I can go to the you know, Minecon of America this year. And wow, just absolute wow. I just cannot believe that what's happened has happened. So anyway, I am over my time. I'm going to try before next episode to continue working on the house and finish up all these roofs and do some other work, you know, maybe at least get prepared to do more work. 3.5 stacks of wood should last me for a little while. Not sure how long though. I mean, when I'm doing a lot of woodwork, that may not last that long at all, to be honest with you. Wow. Okay. Losing my my breath there. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to hit that like button, and we shall catch you guys later.